Hi, I'm one side of an ampersand, Mario.
Hi, I'm the top part of the semicolon, Hadia.
And welcome to
Alrightness, the
See,
movie
it's
review
hard.
YouTube series where we watch movies so you don't have to,
Because we have a lot of opinions about things,
whether you like it or not.
and we're going to share them with you.
Whether you like it or not.
Today's movie is going to be a classic in the LGBTQIA plus community.
Paris is Burning. I've never seen it.
I have seen it. I watched it this past holiday season. It is a documentary on the drag ballroom scene and where all of major gay culture currently comes from. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it because I know I've.
I mean, I like Pose, so I think I
yeah,
will.
it's basically what Pose was based on.
Okay.
So, yeah, let's get to it.
I sat too close to you.
We did an exact mirror sitting though.
Oh, almost.
Almost. Alright, so that was Paris is Burning. What'd you think?
I liked it. I mean, it's a documentary, so you can't really talk about acting and writing.
They were also drag queens, and
Yeah.
so there was a lot of acting involved.
There was, but I liked it, because I've seen Pose. He has not.
I've started Pose, but I had seen Paris is Burning first, and I was like, oh, this is a less better version of Paris is Burning.
I liked it. I mean, it's just like you get to see how drag queens, black drag queens especially, created everything.
Mhm.
So, you know, they're God is what I'm saying.
That is true. The white man, the white gay man has stolen everything from a black drag queen, and that's just pretty much how all the cool things in our culture, our white culture, has come about.
Well,
Voguing. We
uh-huh.
learned about voguing. We learned about reading
We learned
and
about
shade. We learned about the hustle and bustle.
Yeah.
The mopping.
Did you? Yeah, oh, mopping, which is stealing.
Just
Um,
straight up steals.
We learned about
Categories.
what the
bowls.
categories and balls were. Everyone was from New York, so they all sounded like this. It was great.
Houses and mothers.
It's crazy
Legacies.
to watch this after watching Pose, because then I could see who everybody was based off of and stuff. It's from the 80s, so it's after watching such high resolution stuff.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is tough to look at.
Yeah, it's very.
Because it's not remastered at all.
Yeah.
No,
It doesn't need to be though. I think that's
no,
part of like
yeah, it doesn't need to be.
what its charm is, that it's so grainy and gritty. Because they get into really gritty topics too.
Yeah. I wish they talked about the AIDS epidemic more, because there was like part of this, like it gave them a place to go. It gave it was it was something that hit that community hard. So I wish they talked about it a little more. Venus, I think, talks about it for like 2 seconds, and then that's it.
Yeah. It's everyone briefly mentions it in at least one sentence,
Yeah.
and then it's never spoken of again.
Yeah.
But I think it's just back in the 80s, there a lot of gay people were very ashamed of it. It was something
That's
they don't
true.
talk about.
Yeah.
Because even then
This
they
was
didn't
really
really.
in the 80s.
Yeah. Even then they didn't understand
Yeah.
what it was or how it affected. It was just
Yeah.
Dorian Corey potentially murdered an ex-boyfriend and mummified him and left him in her closet for 15
Left
years.
him in her closet for 15 years, and he mummified.
Yes.
You mummify if you're not buried.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I doubt she
either-
had time to mummify anybody.
Well, maybe she like wrapped him up just real tight, and he
Well,
got
no,
mummified.
mummification doesn't happen with wraps all the time. You can be mummified and not have any wraps on your body.
Yeah, well, if she's hiding him in her closet, I'm pretty sure. I think they found him in a like a chest.
Yeah, so
Like
he
they
probably
opened a
just-
chest and
where there
it
was no
there.
air, so he mummified that.
Yeah.
This wasn't about mummification.
That wasn't in the film.
I
that's
know
a-
how to mummify things, so
So don't
in
fuck
case
with her.
anybody wanted to get rid of something.
That wasn't even in the film. That was just like a little extra behind the scenes.
Fun fact.
Fun fact. Mario's fun facts.
I liked that you get to see that like I'm gonna try to
Spoiler
talk
alert.
Spoiler alert. That balls, because it's mostly about the ball scene in ooh, excuse me, that was disgusting. Needing a sense of community. There were so many people whose stories are like, I left home at 14. because their parents. I'll never understand not accepting your child for who they are.
Thankfully, I didn't have to experience that either. With my parents were very supportive, very great. There are a few people that I know that had a really rough family life because of their sexuality or sexual identity, but
I had a friend kicked out. Who's they're fine now, but he was kicked out.
My cousin, one of my step cousin.
Is that a thing?
I don't know. My uncle married their mother, so my uncle is their stepfather. They would be my step cousin.
Yes, technically.
Yeah. So I have a trans cousin. So and my uncle is not handling it in a very modern and appropriate way. So I try to be there for him to the best I can from being 3,000 miles away. So the ballroom scene came about because gay people needed a place to be comfortably gay, and it became a thing about dressing up and showing opulence and.
What was it? They were saying, it's America is for white people, but in this scene, but like for straight white people. So like in this world, you get to be those straight white people that you wouldn't normally get to be because you're gay or you're black or you have AIDS.
You get to feel the fantasy.
Yeah. Like you may not be a businessman, but you look like a businessman.
Executive realness, darling.
All this show is me just deprecating you. Is that how you? Yeah.
To be fair, I'll take it on behalf of all white people.
Okay, good. These are my reparations.
Yeah. Just like every other white person, I'll just take it.
Not all of them take it.
I mean, like.
I get it. I didn't get that dad joke, but I get it now.
Thank you.
You're welcome. When you're gay, you have to monitor everything you do. And then they also talked about that with being black. And I appreciate that. Because I'll never in my life understand how black people could ever want to take away the rights of gay people or the LGBT plus people. Because your ancestors just fought for your rights, not even 60 years ago. How dare you try to take them from somebody else? Look, I feel everybody should watch this because,
it's
because education.
Yeah, it's a big staple in the gay community. It's a classic. If you want to know where anything current gay culture comes from, it's from this film.
Or even now mainstream culture like Shade and Read, Realness. Even the laying your baby hairs down. I don't know if that was drag queens that came up with that first or if it was just a black thing, but like to see them, I didn't know it was from the 80s, I thought it was the 90s.
Yeah.
But to see them doing it in the 80s, like now you know why girls do that. Now you know why they need a toothbrush and you can't draw them on like that girl from Brazil. I'm still mad about that video.
They also talk about houses and mother. The mother of the houses is usually the
somebody who worked their way up and snatched a lot of trophies. They say.
Yes. If you won a trophy and you had your name recognized, you could start a house, and then it was usually just as gay people were kicked out of their homes or leaving their homes because of it was hostile to be who they were. They found a home with these house mothers and a community and a family. And they talk about how family isn't necessarily a mom and a dad and kids the way that we've all grown up to know family defined as.
Yeah.
A family is just a group of people who are there for
surviving together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they talked about how people it's one of those things where these balls are something that people look forward to because a lot of people that went to the balls were homeless because they ran away from home at 14. There was a 15-year-old and a 13-year-old that they interviewed. It was 2 a.m. At 2 a.m. My mom would let me be awake in the house at 2 a.m., but not in the streets at 2 a.m. in Manhattan, no less.
But they also didn't have parents.
But that's what one of them did. He said he lived with his mom.
Oh, yeah.
Granted, in the 80s in New York, it was different. Like, you could be out in the streets.
Yeah.
But
maybe he had a mom like the mom in Moonlight. She was just never around.
Maybe.
And then really found
because he said, you still on that?
I'm still mad about crack mom. Yes.
So a lot of them left when they were 14, 15, and they were just living in the park, living out the pier. just
Stealing
outside.
food from Burger King.
And then if they weren't stealing food, or from, what was it called? Mr. Rogers?
Right.
Something like that. There was like
something?
Roy Rogers.
Roy Rogers.
Where they would order their food and they would hand it to them and then they could just walk out without pay because it was like one of those, I like that he said, what did he say? That the houses are gay street gangs.
Yes.
And their street fights are the
runway and
the boat gang. What do you give it?
Back in December, I'd have been like a yeah, but now that I've like rewatched it with a little bit more different appreciation, it's definitely like a yeah.
Yes, I like it. For me, I did not want to punch anybody in the face except for whoever had that camera in their hands.
Yeah, there was a lot of weird.
There was a lot of weird angles. Like there was an angle with one of them that was just, I'm gonna do it. She was like this, and the camera was like down here.
Yeah,
it was great.
It was showing how
it was
a realness woman she was.
I give this a alright, super alright. I don't know, what is our rating system? I don't know. I give it a lot of alrights, like the best alright that you could possibly. Alright.
You're gonna alright.
Alright. Nope, that's too many alrights.
We're breaking the meter.
Breaking it. It's gonna explode, Jerry. You have to do this now.
So yeah.
Stop telling people what they can and cannot do with their own bodies.
Fuck you.
Not everybody believes in your God. Sorry, that's angry.
That's okay. You be angry. You feel your feelings. I'm not gonna.
Thank you for
I'm not
giving
gonna
me
tell you.
permission to feel my feelings, white man.
So if you like our endless ranting, give us a like and a subscription.
And subscribe somewhere. I don't know what side of the screen I'm gonna be on.
If the monitor is right, then the subscribe button is right down here by your cooter.
If it's not, it's over here by
My
your
cooter. Share with your friends. Let us know in the comments what you want us to review next.
Yes.
We are keeping a list, and we will get to it.
If you hate it, share it with your enemies.
Yes. If you hate us, tell us a shitty movie you want us to suffer.
We'll watch it.
We will.